Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, it's Regit, and welcome to another of those strange things. You know the Forbidden Bride Part 2? Well, there's another thing a little bit like that. Check the special missions to access limited Never Summer challenges, broken up by many an exclamation mark. This is another of those strange continuation things. Whereas we had Forbidden Bride and Forbidden Bride Part 2, we have Never Summer, probably. Okay, well, we don't, but we have Never Summer, I promise you. And now, Never Not Summer is our thing. It's one of them lucky ticket G stages, would you believe? I know, and I know you're very excited. The thing that we found with lucky ticket Gs was that through the insane amount of energy you have to put into these stages to complete them, the rewards you get from these lucky ticket Gs, a little bit better XP rewards and some catamins, really aren't worth it. The only reason I would be doing this would be to record the video, which didn't actually do that well anyway, and also to fill out any missions that may be associated with this. So we need to clear Never Summer stages of some kind 20 times to get all those cat tickets, which are tickets that are actually worth it. But I'm not a fan of lucky ticket Gs, right? I think they are a badly conceived addition to the game and not of any use to anyone. But recently, I was having a little argument with someone. I was just replying to Ponos's tweet about this, saying, well, you know, your lore's great, I love a bit of lore, but these lucky ticket Gs, they're pretty dodgy, you know what I mean? And someone said, well, I quite like to be doing these, because they're giving me loads of XP. And I'm thinking, that's probably not true. Surely, doing XP stages is gonna warrant a better average amount of XP than a lucky capsule G. Imagine you've got 5 lucky capsules. 3 of them say you get catamins. Catamins A, B, and C, for example. And then the other 2 are XP rewards. That could be something like 100,000 XP, but you might not get your 500,000. This is entirely RNG based on getting your special amazing XP rewards, whereas on the XP stage, you know what you're getting as long as you beat the stage. So, I wish to use this video at least to try and prove that lucky ticket Gs are just not worth getting. I did also briefly think about ability, right? But if you think about it, looking at the Forbidden Bride Part 2, I'd say in some ways it was actually more difficult than Sweet XP. Sweet XP Insane is not like most Insane stages. It's pretty easy, a lot easier than Crazed Cat Insane stages sort of things. So these ones sort of compare, and I don't think you could say I do Never Not Summer or Forbidden Bride Part 2 just because it's easy in XP stages, because they're not. You can get up to quite high XP stages with not that high level cats. So I feel like this is a fair fight to be having, and I am firmly on the side of XP stages. But we will be doing this nonetheless, because I've got missions to do and a video to show you. So Never Not Summer, the new exciting thing. Leak year. It's like a leap year, but a leak. That's hilarious. Luckily for me, I've actually got my energy banked from last night, so I will actually be able to finish this event, because you can't finish it even with all of your energy, which seems ridiculous, but there you go. That's just another thing I don't like about these stages. What I do like, however, is that background. Isn't that a beautiful orange sea? That's very aesthetic. No, come on, Regit, you're a media student. You can do better than that. The collection of different shades of orange give a strong sense of identity bonded together in a beautiful shimmering gold, connoting winning and, oh, what on earth. I mean, yes, I've seen this thing before, right? But nothing prepares you for quite how terrifying it actually is, because it's just completely ridiculous. Celaboodles are never ones for relaxed art styles, I realise that, but flippin' heck, like, this one really does quite take the biscuit. Can't say I really like it. I assume that's a star in its eyes, but it sort of looks like its eyes gone, and they've just put a red cross there instead. Mega Aphrodite, sort them out. I only had stuff like my normal Bahamut cat doing at JP, so this should theoretically be a little bit faster. It took me a couple of tries, but I managed to do the first level in JP, but here, much more of a breeze. Our strange Celaboodle is gone, and just a too far underdressed teacher bear is now also gone. Right, a Bahamut in, and Leaky will be completed so we can spend even more energy on the next stage. I'd also like to make a point about the Lucky Ticket G here. This one is your going through it first time one, right? So you're guaranteed it. But if you went back to that first stage again, which is actually what I did for Forbidden Bride Part 2, to do the missions, I just spent as little energy as possible because I didn't care about Lucky Ticket Gs. I didn't get one, I'd say probably 60 or 70% of the time. So if the person expects that they could do that lower energy stage and keep getting Lucky Ticket Gs to get XP from, that's not true. Cats of yesterday. Oh, nostalgia. I mean, it's true. The nostalgia's starting to take force. Been playing this game for almost 4 years now. Even more nostalgic is our standard background. That's lovely. I'll send a Manica Razor to tease out what on earth is in the base. I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess that's a safe bet. So it 2 shots a Manica Razor, which means it both does a lot of damage, but not an obscene amount of damage, right? So if I time this well, and hopefully Bahamut will survive for a little bit. That was probably poorly judged. Oh, it's still alive. That's good. Okay, it's a bit dead now. That didn't go quite as well as I wanted it to. Will Jizo outrange it? I mean, Jizo outranging something is useful, but I don't think that it does. Right. I can easily start this again, right? But I don't want to have to. That would make me look quite silly. There we go. It's gone. That wasn't that much effort all in all. But now there's a Summer Celeboodle, which is much more respectable. See that at Heavenly Tower every time we go through it. That's a nicely designed one. It's got a flower in its hair. And it's got shoes, and that's amazing. Also, the umbrella, nicely shaded. It just feels like with this new Celeboodle, I mean, maybe it's deliberate that it's completely ridiculous, but it does seem a bit too completely ridiculous. This Celeboodle is extravagant and huge and has sunglasses, an umbrella that it's technically not even holding. The other one looks like they put more thought into the ridiculous than the design itself. Slow you, so you can't... Okay, well, I was going to say you can't walk back because you're slowed, but you're dead anyway. That seals your fate a little more certainly. And the base is gone. Right, what beholds us for this victory? Well, it's another one. Lucky Ticket G. Heatwave Blues, and we are already at 210 energy. Wowee me. Trolley Blogger, I see you approaching me, running as fast as your little legs will carry you. Well, guess what? I have a Twitter as well. That was a poor segue even for you, Regit. What do we got? We got the strange Celeboodle again. Well, okay, fair enough. I mean, I like the shades of grey on the body, right? But the hair really doesn't go with it. And those eyes, I don't feel like they work at all. I mean, who am I in terms of fashion advice? But really, not good. I like how we got Ramen and Jizo here, and we got angel enemies. It's like they set this up perfectly for us, really. And all this is a general slot, angled towards cat fruit stages, also angled towards Heavenly Tower, and sort of having a bit of crisis of identity, because it really doesn't know what it is. Let's not let the Celeboodle move too far, actually. It's getting a little bit inside Meg Aphrodite's range, if I saw correctly, but that does mean it's approaching Cyberpunk's range, which means it's going to die one way or another, or get knocked back one way or another. Let's send a Bahamut in to do its stuff. That's going to get rid of the Heavenly Hippos, Trolley Blogger, and that one's a little bit stronger. It's dead. Alright, okay, so maybe a Bahamut isn't quite the way to go with this one. That's fine. That's understandable. It isn't necessarily. Still easy enough. So, while I wait for energy that I don't really need to wait for, but equally I don't want to waste any of because we're spending it on a stage like this, how would I structure an experiment to work out whether this or XP stages are a better idea? I feel like the answer's fairly obvious anyway, but I guess we got to structure this as fairly as we can. So going through it the first time is obviously not representative because you're going to get more tickets than you'd normally get. So after I've finished the whole thing, I would just continually do the last stage for a certain amount of times. Maybe a representative enough times, perhaps 10 times. That would be what, probably about 3,000 energy. 6 attempts at Sweet XP Insane. 500 energy apiece, 3,000 energy in total. 6 attempts at Sweet XP Insane. What's your general reward? Well, whether you use an XP up or not, it's somewhere between 300,000 something, 500,000 something, I believe. So if you put the XP reward at 400,000, assuming you might do some runs with XP up and some without, it would just make sense to use an XP up in the Sweet XP stage, whereas it wouldn't help you in a stage like this. 400,000 XP times 6, 2 million XP. 10 times of whatever this last stage happens to be. That's 10 tickets. So you would need 4 of the best reward out of 10 tickets to equal that same figure. Now, I'm not going to make any assumptions now because we haven't tested that, but I do think these stages aren't really that helpful. It's time then, lazy tomorrow. Let us go into there without further delay. Ah, Director Kurosawa. Well, fancy seeing you there. Let's delay him before he gets too close to us. And oh, look at that, suspiciously placed peons that would have been nicely dealt with the Manic Macho legs that I no longer have in this slot. Well, I guess when it's used for other things, that's the sort of sacrifice that you make. Jizo's, though, still doing roughly the same good job, but we're delayed in any case by the arrival of Flippin' Salaboodle. I think it might be a good idea to root it roughly in place before we put out anything else. Maybe Meg Aphrodite now. She can stay in the back and snipe conservatively instead of just going straight over its head. Cyberpunk, slow that thing. Excellent. And now it is stuck there for at least a little while we destroy it. And that's it, gone there. A burst of monies for us, and we're going to wait for Kurosawa to make an attack just like that, and unwisely send the Abraham in while there are peons everywhere. Should have probably thought of that. Get slowed. That's actually probably not going to really help us that much. He's still going to make the attack, still going to kill Abraham, and still reset us, but nevertheless, no challenge for us. And there we go, nicely sorted out. I mean, it's not even the last level, to be fair, but I've got to say something, otherwise there'd be nothing in the video, would there? I mean, there's BB Bunny. There's a flag on top of the base. That's nice. Oh look, we won. Right, we're successfully reconnected to the internet, and the last stage, by the look of it, is Young Yan. Right, well, fair enough. I really don't see what this has to do with summer, but then it says never not summer. But then that would make it summer. So actually, it's not a get out at all. That's just bad. But now we are connected to the internet. Let's have a look at the rewards that we get from completing the stages within Never Not Summer. So as suspected, we get the guaranteed ones, and we've already acquired them up until here. So we get a guaranteed 3 on this one, and it's a deadly difficulty. Wow. Okay, I never even realised that. I mean, it probably isn't deadly, but I assumed, but I was definitely more than right. If you ever wanted evidence for you there, for an early player, who would be the one who wants the XP rewards more than most, by the way? That's the argument the person I was having an argument with used. XP stages are going to suit them better anyway. And there's the data for the rest of it. Likely chance to pick up lucky ticket G times 2. Right, let me tell you about likely chances, right? Likely chances aren't likely chances. You watch Match Day, I know you do. You'll see him have a likely chance in a stage and be like, where's the thing? I know, I agree, we all agree. Where's the thing? Likely chance, if I remember correctly, is about 30% chance. That's not likely. By definition, likely should be 51% and above, because it's otherwise neutral or unlikely. So they've got their wording sort of wrong and disingenuous here. Let's assume the likely chance is, as it says, 30%, because it should equal out to that over a lot of tries at the level, which means that you're going to get 1 every single time. 10 tickets for 10 tries. 3 times out of that, roughly, you're going to be getting a second lucky ticket. So that's 13 lucky ticket Gs. So, if after we've done this stage, we open our lucky ticket Gs and look at the rates of what we get, we can extrapolate the rate from that to 13 of them and roughly work out the answer to the argument. But again, if you want me to do this properly with actually playing the stage, I am willing to do that. But I'm all too aware that you might have absolutely no interest whatsoever and are currently commenting, why aren't you playing the stage? You are joking, mate. What the? You won't catch me wasting my energy. I'm not going to go into this with a full compliment. It might help if I actually end up losing, but with a general slot like this, I should think that we are prepared for a lot of different eventualities. Although, just to be safe, right, if we're thinking about it, 8 Bahamut didn't do too well, and Celeboodle is probably a normal type enemy. We'll put Shadow Gal in, I think that'll sort us just fine. Young Yan then, to finish us off, an obscene 300 energy, and what will be rewarding us here? Well, it's the lovely sea again. I do like this orange sea. And first of all, an angel enemy. Could I have picked a better start off? Probably not. Lovely anti-angels we have in this army. And a Celeboodle, I mean, that can just be killed with meat shields. Bit prematurely heading towards the base, but I'm sure we'll still be alright. What is here? Well, it's Celeboodles. Who'd have thought it? Now, I'm all too aware that Shadow Gown does annoy some people, so I tell you what, I will only use it if I'm in dire need of using it. Otherwise, I will try and beat the level without it. Definitely taking a little bit of a pounding here, and the Summer Celeboodle is not going to help that either. We are pushed right back to our base. Meg Aphrodite shooting at the very edge of its range. And is the meat shielding we've got enough? I mean, ramen and 2 erasers, I'd hope so. Oh, we got rid of something. Something has cleared up a little bit of space for us, and I think if we just keep going like, oh no, okay. Let's retract the if we keep going like this, we'll be fine phrase. I'm not sure we will be. Perilously close to my Cyberpunk. Look at that teacher bear. Oh, it is close enough to kill it now. Well, boo-hoo to you. Well, I guess that tells you all you need to know. And I think you know what we're going to do next. See, you thought I was going to immediately bring out Shadow Gal, but oh no, this time I've made sure to actually successfully upgrade myself to level 8 Worker Cap by stalling a little bit better. And I'm going to try and do the same thing as before, just a little bit more proficiently and actually successfully. We had a Jizo stack up until recently, I think we still do, and now we definitely don't. Well, it was nice while it lasted. What else can we add to the picture? Perhaps an EVA unit. Keeping them slowed up there is useful because there was a large gap. We're going to slow again when we possibly can, just to try and keep them away, because that is our only hope. They kick hard, these things, do quite a lot of damage, and unlike most Celeboodles, have quite a lot of health. And there we go! The strange, even summery Celeboodle is gone, just left with our normal summery one now, and no longer that! Just the teacher bear and a regular old Celeboodle, the most regular of them all, and soon we shall be saying goodbye to you as well. And there you go. Are you pleased? No Shadow Gal used. Right then, well that's Never Not Summer done. I'm going to have to, one way or another, do these stages again to get my missions done. So even though we can claim the first, we still have to do it a lot more. So I am fully willing to make this experiment that I propose a proper experiment and to find this out properly. So this is going to be 9 tickets of opening, which is a little bit annoying. I wish I could have opened 10. We're going to have to do them all individually. 500,000 XP. Well, okay. Going to make the experiment a little bit more interesting. A Catamin C. Best of the Catamins, but still not an XP reward. 100,000 XP. Catamin A. 100,000 XP again. Catamin A. 100,000 XP. A Catamin C. And finally, what we're going to be gifted, 1,000,000 XP would probably help the cause of the Lucky Ticket G argument. It's a Catamin A. No XP whatsoever. Right, okay, so the total of the XP that we got is 800,000. I probably could have added that up without a calculator, but nevertheless, we shall now divide 800,000 by 9 to get our rough XP that we got per Lucky Ticket G. 88,888.89, and we're going to times that by 13. The amount of tickets we should roughly get in 10 tries of the level, which is our arbitrary figure that we compared to doing 3,000 energy, the same cost of, with XP stages. That gives us 1,155,555 XP, whereas our estimate for what we'd get doing the XP stages, roughly 2 million. So there you go. I can do the experiment properly, and please let me know in the comments if you would like me to do the experiment properly. But I think we can conclude from that, at least, it certainly seems as if I am in fact right, and the one purpose people could really think of for this lucky ticket thing, because I don't think that many people use Catamins, Gamatoto does that just about fine, the XP rewards aren't actually as good as doing XP stages, which you can be sure of what you get in them. I'm sure there are factors about the fact that there are missions to do, so you'd surely do these stages while you're doing your missions, but in a completely objective sense, there doesn't seem much point in Lucky Ticket G. In fact, they have to manufacture their purpose by putting it in the missions. I feel like it could have been done a lot better. These round of stages I didn't think were even that interesting, but there you go. It's still new content, so there's that. And on that, I might ask you to subscribe if you'd like to, and if you don't want to subscribe, also let me know why, so I can improve, because there must be some kind of reason. But then also equally, you don't have to, because I don't control you. You control you. So have a nice day.
Hey Reggie, I don't want to subscribe because you've got Ubers.
Well, thank you, dear chap. And I say to you and everyone else, I hope you enjoyed.